What's up, Rob here, bringing you some more Detroit Tigers franchise mode here in MLB The Show 18. Today we are going to kick off this episode with a little bit of bad news following the last episode of the game that we played in that where Mookie Betts debuted for the Tigers. We had a notification of a huge injury and a big blow to our lineup. Our catcher, or young catcher rather, Peter O'Brien, suffered a torn finger ligament. He's going to be out about 1 to 2 months. We put him on the DL, or the 10-day deal for the time being, so we're going to have to fix that. And again, it's a big blow to our lineup, especially our offense. He's been batting .278. His average has been a little bit down the last week or so, but 25 home runs, 73 RBIs, on pace to possibly have 100 RBIs and another 30 home run season. He came close last year. We're going to check that really fast. Yeah, he was 30 and 98, 266. His average is higher than last year. But the corresponding roster move that we had to make was to call up top catching prospect Grayson Grenier. He's been in our organization since day one. He's 25 years old, switch hitting catcher, 73 overall B potential. He has great defensive numbers already. Everything else is pretty solid. He's still developing, of course, but he's our only option because we're going to take a look at the roster. We have Brian Batista, who's our backup, who may be starting for the time being until O'Brien is back, or he might start Grenier. Not quite sure yet, but after that, no one else. Maybe Johnny Glover could have been an option. He's not on our 40-man roster, though. Everybody else is not quite ready. Yeah, Derek Browning definitely not ready. He might be the starting catcher of the future for us, but our options were quite thin at the catching position, so we had to recall Grayson Grenier. Again, we have a bench full of switch hitters, which I'm not complaining about. That's pretty good against Cespedes on the bench because he's been struggling this season. Everyone else is starting to cool off. Judge, 265. Machado down to 218. Piscotty still batting well, but on a bit of a cold streak. So we're going to actually try and switch up the lineup a bit. Let's move Judge down and Rizzo up. We're going to put the three struggling people back to back to back. Somebody's bound to get on a bit of a hot streak. We're going to look at the calendar, and then we're going to jump into a game. I'm going to do some simulating off screen and then come back when I find a game that I think we can do something with. We're 78 and 33. We are 30 days away from September call-ups. Grenier probably would have came up in that bunch anyways. So a little early call for him, pretty much. So I'm going to cut out in a second and then come back, and we're going to jump straight into this game. We are 87 and 38, taking on the 70 and 54 Chicago Cubs. This is a pretty much 6-day span of being in Chicago. 2 against the Cubs, this and another game, and then 4 against the White Sox. So we're going south side to north side, or north to south in Chicago. Here we have David Price on the mound. We are going to be player locking as a person we mentioned earlier in the episode in Grayson Grenier. So we're going to be catching David Price. We have Starlin Castro up. Oh, we're actually home for these two. Okay, I didn't realize that. Never mind. So ignore that, what I just said. It's from 2 against Chicago home, and then 4 against the other Chicago team away. So Chicago is up 1-0 here, top of the third. We had a fielding opportunity there. Not first at bat. Grenier is 0 for 9 since being called up. Let's try and get him a hit or two in this game. Willie Peralta on the mound for the Cubs. Former Detroit Tiger Nick Castellanos at the hot corner. Again, we traded Castellanos away halfway through last season. That is how we got Anthony Rizzo. So that trade kind of working out for both sides here. Down 3-1, bottom of the fourth. 2 outs, runners on first. Grenier up again. Fouling that one away down the left field line. Trying to at least get on base here. Peralta pitching very well up to this point, only giving up that 1 run. And we're going to get under that pitch too, and we're going to fly out to shallow left field. Castellanos under it again. So 0-4-11 is Grenier since being called up from AAA. Down 4-1. Bottom of the 7th, this game not going in our favor whatsoever. We're going to try and turn things around here late, and again we pop up. And that's not how we wanted to play in this one. Dexter Fowler leading off against Ken Giles. Top of the 8th. Runners on second and third. Come on, can I run? Okay, Miggy's got it. For the out, runner advances to third though, so we need to be very, very careful. And the Cubs do go on to win this game 4-1. So playing as Grenier does not do us any good here. Try and help the kid out in his first, at least somewhat long stint in the majors. But the Cubs pick up their 71st victory of the year. We drop a game. Let's hopefully take the second game, and that's going to pretty much wrap up this episode. If you guys enjoyed another episode of Detroit Tigers Franchise Mode, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and we will see everybody next time.